guys, TehJew22 here, and welcome to yet another edition of TehJew22 Talks, and this is take 4 of this particular interview, because the first 3 takes, we tried Hangouts, and usually it works pretty well, but for some reason it didn't work this time around, so we're here on Skype, and my last guest was my very good friend, Jared742, very cool guy. Do check him out. But he has a huge love for JRPGs as well as Evangelion. But my next guest is a bigger fan, or as much of a fan of online multiplayer games, so much so that he created a series out of it. And the guy that's going to tell you all about it is the one and the only, and his name is
John Cena! Da, 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 da. No. Anyway, guys, it's your old pal John here from McGrumps. We're back with another TehJew22 Talks video. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, as I learned today, third time is not a charm. This is our 4th attempt to do this. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. So, yeah, we had last time it was John and Bryce of McGrumps. But we have John by himself, and there's a couple of other things I would have asked John even at the time, but I didn't want to ask in front of Bryce. No offense to Bryce.
Bryce gets punked.
Yeah, well, in fact, you know what? Speaking of Bryce getting punked, let's show a little clip of that in post-production. But no, seriously. Any last words, Bryce, or do you want to mention something?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm mad. Why? I thought you were just, asking us questions.
Oh, no.
You were recording this whole goddamn time?
Yes!
God.
Bryce, you're a damn feisty one.
You are.
You get out of here.
No. I'm so mad, though. I would have said a lot of things.
You better beat that out.
Okay, we're back, and so you saw what happened in the last episode with Bryce, but let's focus on the here and the now. And really, I guess the first question I like to ask is, how did you and Bryce create the McGrumps?
Alright. Hopefully I don't get cut out when I'm trying to explain this time. So, it was around late 2015. Me and Bryce were just, sitting there, and we were bored. I was pretty addicted to Game Grumps at the time. Take that as a note. So, I think I said to Bryce, I'm like, hey, we should do, a video, called The McGrumps as, a parody. And he's like, sure. So then we did, this little live stream. And the live stream went out okay. I mean, it wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst. We got some new viewers, I guess. But that wasn't really what I would consider the beginning of McGrumps, because it kind of more happened, in May of 2016 when I actually started the first episode. And yeah, I talked about it a little bit last time, which was recorded, February 2016.
Yes.
But it's expanded a lot more since then.
Wow. And I remember the first one, and, well, maybe not the first one exactly, but I remember the first couple, and we also included a couple of people who also happen to be our friends, and we'll talk more about them later in the show, but ever since then, all the way up to now, or at least as of the time that we're recording this, and if I'm not mistaken, you actually have over 500 subscribers.
Yeah, I'm 2 away from you now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, let's get a side-by-side comparison of those.
Okay. All right.
And it's
All right,
probably gonna change. But
yeah, it's not gonna matter all that much, because who knows? You could probably overtake me, or I could take it right back. You don't know that.
Yeah.
You don't know that?
You don't know that?
That was actually pretty good. Oh, goodness gracious. But let's see, where were we again? Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, the fact that you came so far, because if I remember correctly, you had like about 350 or 325 when you started the McGrumps officially.
Yeah, around that.
You had around there, and now you're closing in on well, you're over 350 now, or 550, excuse me.
Yeah.
But how does that make you feel though?
It makes me feel proud, I guess. I didn't think I was actually going to get that far on YouTube.
I mean, of course, you really can't make money on YouTube anymore since YouTube is so stingy.
Fries thinks that he can.
I mean, nothing. And speaking of Fries, I mean, he was one of my guests on an episode. Um, I think it was in 2015 or so. But as far as Fries, like Fries is a cool guy. Like Fries is very silly. I mean, he's really cool though.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he thought and he still thinks he can make money on YouTube, but unfortunately, the writing really is on the wall. Like the day that Chris from We Like to Play left the group, that's pretty much when you knew that the writing was on the wall.
Yeah, pretty much.
In fact, even those who are not part of their circle of friends, like I was talking to what is it, Matt's LP Adventure during one of his friends' streams, and he even talked about, and he knew about like what happened with the the group known as We Like to Play.
Yeah, I was sad when that happened.
It was like the end of an era.
Yeah, and then like Chris, I think. No, not Chris. What's his name again? I forget.
Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler left as well.
Yeah, Tyler was the first one, and I was like, oh no. And then when Chris left, that's practically where um
The line was drawn in the sand.
mhm. But it hasn't stopped you because, well, you never intended to make any money, I don't think.
No.
I mean, we just do it for fun. In fact, that's what I've always promised myself that I would do it for, is for fun.
Yeah. I don't really like I don't I don't ever see doing YouTube as a full job. Like, yeah. It's more just for fun. So people can watch them, brighten up their day.
And have fun doing it in the process.
Exactly.
And as for Fries, I mean Fries, he's done a number of projects on his own channel, so do check that out if you like to watch Fries. But yeah, all I can say, Fries, just get yourself a job or go to another school or because I think he's in college now, if I'm not mistaken. So he is a free agent in that sense. So, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. But how about let's talk about the Nintendo Switch, maybe.
Oh, you know what? Well, I wasn't going to talk about it, but since you brought it up, yes, let's talk about that. I will say that, um, well, actually, I think you should go first. So, what do you want to say about it?
I just want to say that Super Mario Odyssey is amazing. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to spoil anything because, like, I don't think everyone has it that's watching this. I don't think everyone here has a Switch yet, maybe. But it's definitely a great game, and there's a lot of stuff that you can do. Like, there's 999 moons in the game. No joke.
But how many do you need to get the default ending? Like
Well, I've
900?
got to the default ending, and I have like 150 around that.
Uh,
And that's just like I've been exploring more than that too. So just going linear, it's like 100.
Wait, so you only need 100 to quote get the default ending.
Yeah, around there.
And I remember back in Super Mario 64 when that was a brand new game. I think I was a little bit younger than I think I was about I think I was about 8 years old when that game came out. I think. Yeah, I was 8 years old. And back then, you had to collect 120 stars.
In order to 100%, yeah.
Although, to be fair, some of those stars were so hard to get.
Yeah.
Because if you make a
Well-
mistake in some of those levels, you have to start all over again. But go
Well, yeah,
ahead.
the thing about Odyssey is that some of the stars are really easy to find. Like, you can, like, search for a second, and then the star's right there.
So
Or the
yeah,
moon.
yeah, the moon. So in other words, you have to be really, really keen. You have to have good exploration skills in order to get everything. I take it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what is not a spoiler, since it was shown in the trailer, was the fact that you can dress up Mario. You can dress Mario up like a Mexican.
Do you know you can dress up Mario like Diddy Kong?
No, actually not.
So you can use your Diddy Kong amiibo, and you can scan it on... There's this dude in the game called Uncle Amiibo, no joke. So you go to Uncle Amiibo, okay? You scan your amiibo down, and you get a Diddy Kong costume.
And well, it's not required to beat the game 100%, but it's a good way to look like Diddy.
Yeah, and it looks really funny too.
Wow. I mean, I knew that Mario had such a tale to tell.
Oh my god.
And then I remember one time our good friend Jacoy, especially after one of the trailers came out for one of the directs. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I remember, and folks, of course this is going to be PG-13, so it's not really much of a, it was never really a family friendly channel, but I will say this. I remember our good friend Jacoy said, and I quote, "Mario has nipples."
He does. There's a boxer, you know, like there's a boxer costume that you can buy. And just Mario in his boxers.
Yeah, and we get to see his nipples. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. And of course, I wouldn't have said it if Jacoy hadn't said it. But
I would have probably mentioned it at some point.
yeah. And then let's see. I guess the only other thing I can mention, and then without spoiling it, is that you can use your hat to possess things.
Yeah.
Like,
You can like
go ahead.
you can say actually TehJew, you give an example first. I need to think of something.
Okay. There's one level in which you can possess a dinosaur.
Whoa.
Or you can possess a chain chomp.
Yeah. That's used in a lot in the Cascade Kingdom.
Or if you can go, or New Donk City, which is not really much of a spoiler since we've seen that in the trailer. You can control that guy. Any male per se.
You can control that dude that rides. You can control the guy that has the like the toy car. And you can get a moon from that. It's pretty cool.
Or heck, you can even control a taxi.
Yeah.
That's is there any? Oh, but I think the best one, and I'm just gonna save that one for last because I don't know what else you can control. But one thing you can control is a frog.
You can control LP Grotus.
Yes, I can be LP Grotus now.
Or as Jay Vertus would say, Cap of the Frog.
Yeah, or Cap of the Frog, as Jay Vertus calls him. Oh my god, that game is so awesome. Like, of course, I had no plans of getting it, at least not until Christmas. Since by then, um, like probably by January, I will have what is it? I will have graduated, and then peak season would be over at my job, and then I'll have more time to play. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm not getting it yet.
Well, I'm not gonna say who it is, but there's a really cool thing you can possess, but it's major spoilers,
Okay.
and yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. Let's talk about other games. Like
Alright.
let's go all the way to the beginning, and that is Wild of the Breath.
Wild of the Breath. That
Oh, I'm
sounds
sorry.
like my breath.
Oh my god, my breath does stink. Uh,
Oh my god. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, I got it release day. It
and
was
how was it?
it's good. I did beat it, but then I went back so I can 100% it. I haven't 100% it yet, but it's cool. I think we can spoil this game. It's been out for a while now.
Well, I guess what isn't a spoiler is the fact that, let's see. Oh, yeah, I was talking to, what is it? To one of my friends, and let's just say she went nuts when she saw Link, without any clothes on. I'm like, what?
Hmm.
And this was like back when, I had no idea that he started out with no clothes.
Yeah, you start the game with no clothes at all.
And then, of course, you put and the fact that one thing that isn't a spoiler is also the fact that you can be anything. Like you can be a knight or a ninja. Any other classes that I'm forgetting?
Uh, there there is amiibo function. You can dress up as different versions of Link as well.
You mean classic Link?